My fiancé announced, "The wedding is off unless you double the budget." I said, "You're right, it's off." Then I used the wedding fund to buy Bitcoin. When it tripled 6 months later, her mother called begging me to reconsider. I, 29 male, was supposed to marry Brooke, 27, this past June. We'd been together for 4 years, engaged for 1. Everything seemed perfect until she discovered Pinterest and wedding influencers. Our original budget was $25K. I'd saved $15 over 3 years, and my parents contributed $10 as their wedding gift. Pretty reasonable for a nice venue, good food, and about 100 guests. That was the plan we agreed on when I proposed. Then February happened. Brooke came home from her friend Carly's wedding with a whole new attitude. Suddenly, our intimate garden wedding was embarrassing and basically poverty. "Derek, we need to talk about the wedding." I was assembling IKEA furniture, already frustrated. "What about it?" "Carly's wedding cost $70 and it was perfect. The flowers alone were $8K. Our entire flower budget is $1,500. People will compare." "People who?" "Everyone. My sorority sisters, my coworkers, your family. My family doesn't care about flower arrangements." She rolled her eyes. "That's because they don't understand class. Look, I've been thinking. We need to double the budget, minimum." I literally dropped the Allen wrench. "Double? To 50K? Where's that money coming from?" "You could take out a loan, or ask your brother. He just bought that huge house." My brother bought that house after working 80-hour weeks for 5 years. "But sure, let me ask him to fund your princess fantasy." "Brooke, we agreed on $25. That's already a lot." "It's really not. Do you know what the average wedding costs now?" $35. Average. We're below average. Is that what you think I'm worth? Below average? I saw where this was going. "The budget stays at $25K. She stood up, hands on hips. "Then the wedding is off until you can afford to give me what I deserve." I looked at her for a long moment. Really looked at her. This wasn't about flowers or venues. This was about competing with her friends, about Instagram posts, about showing off. "You're right," I said. "The wedding is off." Her face went through like 5 different expressions. "Wait, what?" "You said it's off unless I double the budget." "I'm not doubling the budget, so it's off." "Derek, don't be dramatic. I didn't mean, you literally just said it's off. I'm agreeing with you." She started crying, but not sad tears. Angry tears. "You're really gonna throw away 4 years over money?" "Apparently you are." She stormed out, went straight to her mom Gloria's house. Within an hour, my phone was blowing up. "Gloria, Derek, what did you do to my baby?" "Brooke's sister Tiffany, are seriously canceling the wedding over $25K? Cheap ass." "Carly, the $70K wedding friend." "Wow, Derek, way to show our true colors. Brooke deserves better." I turned off my phone and did something impulsive. Opened my laptop, logged into Coinbase, and bought $25K worth of Bitcoin. All of it. The entire wedding fund. Why? Honestly, pure spite. But also, I figured if I was going to be single, might as well take a risk. Bitcoin was at around $28 per coin at the time. Everyone said it was stupid. My buddy Jake called me insane. Brooke came back 3 days later with Gloria. "Derek, we need to discuss this like adults," Gloria said, sitting on my couch uninvited. "Nothing to discuss. Brooke ended our engagement. I accepted." "She didn't end anything," Gloria snapped. "She made a reasonable request. Modern weddings are a scam. I'm not going into debt for a party." Brooke pulled out her phone. "I already posted that we're postponing until you get your finances together. You should post that it's canceled entirely, and you should probably move your stuff out." The look on her face, like I'd slapped her with a fish. "You're kicking me out? We're not engaged anymore. Why would you live here?" "Because I have nowhere to go. I can't afford rent on my own." Should have thought about that before ultimatums. Gloria went nuclear. "You little piece of garbage, after everything my daughter gave you." What exactly did she give me? Half the rent? Sometimes? When she wasn't spending it on CrossFit? They left, but not before Brooke grabbed some things, and Gloria threatened to sue me for emotional damages. Good luck with that. Update 1. So Bitcoin hit 35K. My $25 was now worth about $31. Not life-changing, but satisfying. I hadn't told anyone except Jake. Meanwhile, Brooke had launched a full social media campaign, posted old photos of us with captions like, "Sometimes love isn't enough when someone values money over your happiness." And know your worth, ladies. Her friends ate it up. Comments about how I was financially abusive and manipulative. One particularly creative person said I probably had small dick energy. Then Brooke started dating Todd, some CrossFit coach who looked like he ate testosterone for breakfast. She made sure to post lots of photos, him carrying her on his shoulders, them at expensive restaurants. Upgrade kind of love, know your worth. Whatever. I was focused on work and watching my Bitcoin. Then I got an interesting call from our former venue. Mr. Derek? This is Patricia from Rosewood Gardens. I'm calling about your deposit. Oh right, can you process the refund? Actually, there's an issue. A Miss Brooke called saying she's still planning the wedding and wants to change the date, but she needs access to the deposit. We're not together anymore. Please process the refund to my card. I'll need that in writing. Also, she was quite aggressive with our staff. We've actually banned her from the property. Apparently, Brooke had shown up demanding they transfer everything to a new date with Todd as the groom. When they said they needed my authorization, she'd thrown a spectacular fit, called them worthless service workers, and threatened to leave bad reviews everywhere. They refunded my $3,000 deposit immediately. But Brooke wasn't done. She started telling people I'd stolen her wedding money, that she'd contributed equally, she'd contributed exactly dollars, that I was holding her inheritance hostage. The inheritance part was especially creative since the only thing she'd inherited from her grandpa was a 1997 Honda Civic with no AC. Then came the extinction burst. Wait, no, that's too predictable. Let me call it what it was, the meltdown. Brooke convinced Todd to confront me at my gym, not my regular gym. I'd switched after we broke up, but somehow she found out where. I was mid-bench press when this roided out dude appeared. You Derek? Kinda busy here, man. I'm Todd, Brooke's boyfriend. I re-racked the weight. Congratulations? You need to give her back her money. What money? The wedding money. She says you stole 30 grand from her. I actually laughed. 30? It was 25, and it was never hers. Don't play games, bro. Be a man and give her what's hers. Tell you what, Todd, show me one receipt, one bank transfer, one piece of evidence she contributed to that fund, and I'll give her every penny. He stood there, probably trying to figure out if he could bench press me through the wall. She doesn't have receipts, but because she never contributed. Anything else? He tried to step closer, intimidate me. A staff member appeared immediately. Everything okay here? This guy's harassing me, I said calmly. He's demanding money his girlfriend claims I owe her. Todd got escorted out, banned from that gym too. Brooke was really building a reputation. Update 2, Bitcoin crashed to 22K. My 25K was now worth about 19.5K. Not great, not terrible, I held. Brooke and Todd's relationship imploded. Turns out Mr. Testosterone was also giving private training sessions to 3 other women, very private, very naked. Brooke showed up at my apartment at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, drunk. Derek, I know you're in there. I called the cops. Told them my ex was outside drunk and I was concerned for her safety. They took her home to Gloria's, but not before she'd thrown up in my building's lobby. The building manager was thrilled. Next morning, Gloria called from a number I didn't recognize. You called the police on Brooke? She was drunk and trespassing. She was trying to apologize. At 11 p.m.? Drunk? Screaming? You ruined her life. She could have had Todd, but she was hung up on you. Todd, who was cheating on her. That's not, how did you? She needed closure. She got closure when she ended our engagement over flower budgets. Gloria's next move was fascinating. She called my mom. My mom, bless her, is not one to mess with. Former Marine, current no nonsense. Mom called me. Gloria just spent 40 minutes crying about how you're ruining Brooke's life. Want me to handle this? What did you say? That Brooke made her choice and choices have consequences. Then Gloria called me a bitter old woman who raised a failure. Oh no. Oh yes, I've got her number now, and her Facebook, and her husband's work email. Mom, please don't. Already done. Sent Harold their whole family's Instagram history. All those posts about you being cheap and abusive. He wasn't aware his wife and daughter were harassing my son online. Harold, Gloria's husband, was apparently not aware of any of this. He'd been traveling for work, thought the wedding was postponed for compatibility evaluation or something. He was not happy. Update 3. Bitcoin hit 52K. My 25K investment, now worth approximately $46. I woke up to 18 missed calls from Gloria, not Brooke. Gloria. The voicemails were something. Derek, sweetheart, it's Gloria. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Derek, please call me back. Brooke is devastated. Derek, we heard about your investment success. Congratulations. Brooke would love to celebrate with you. Derek, you selfish prick, call me back. Then Brooke started texting from different numbers. Hey, heard you did well with crypto. Good for you. We should talk. I've grown a lot. I always believed in us. The wedding stuff was just stress. Please? One coffee? I know you're reading these. Todd meant nothing. You won. Are you happy? I'm miserable. My therapist says I was wrong. I know about the Bitcoin, Derek. How did they know? Jake's girlfriend Bailey worked with Brooke's friend Carly. Jake mentioned it to Bailey. Bailey mentioned it to Carly. Carly immediately called Brooke. The campaign began immediately. First, Brooke created a whole Instagram post about the one who got away with our old photos. Tagged me in it. Her caption was a masterpiece of manipulation. Sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone. Derek, you were right about everything. I let material things cloud my judgment. You tried to build a future while I was planning a party. Please forgive me. Second chances, growth mindset, love wins. The comments were hilarious. Get him back, girl. He doesn't deserve you, queen. Men like that don't exist anymore. Then came the ambush. I was at Whole Foods when Brooke appeared in the cereal aisle. Full makeup, sundress, looking like she'd stepped out of a rom-com. Derek, what are the odds? Pretty high since you follow my Instagram and I posted about needing groceries. She laughed nervously. Okay, you got me. I needed to see you. Why? Because I made the biggest mistake of my life. An older woman stopped to watch. Brooke knew she had an audience. I was stupid and shallow, and I lost the best thing that ever happened to me. The best thing that ever happened to you is currently worth $46. The older woman gasped. Brooke's face cracked for just a second. I don't care about the money. Really? Then you won't mind that I'm planning to hold it long term. Maybe 5 years. Could be worth nothing by then. I don't care. I want you. No thanks. I left her there. The older woman said something to her, but I didn't catch it. That night, Gloria showed up. With Harold and a bottle of wine. We come in peace, Harold said, looking exhausted. I didn't let them in, but I stood in my doorway. Gloria launched into a speech. Derek, I've been a terrible future mother-in-law. I pushed Brooke to want things that didn't matter. I filled her head with nonsense about fairy tale weddings. It's my fault, but you two are meant to be together. We're really not. Harold finally spoke. Cut the crap, Gloria. Derek, she wants the Bitcoin money. She's calculated that if you got married, she'd be entitled to half in a divorce. Her sister's boyfriend is a paralegal and gave her the idea. Gloria turned red. Harold, what? Kid deserves the truth. They think if they can get you back for just a few months, get married quick, she can divorce you and take half. I looked at Gloria. Is that true? She couldn't even look at me. It's not. We just thought. Get the hell away from my home. Harold dragged her away. Sorry, kid. I tried to talk sense into them. Good luck. Update 4. Bitcoin dipped to 48K, but I held. Still way up for my initial investment. Brooke's plan had failed, but she wasn't done. She started a GoFundMe. I kid you not. The title, Help Me Rebuild After Financial Abuse. The description claimed I'd manipulated her into giving up her life savings for a wedding, then stole it all to gamble on cryptocurrency. She raised $73 from 3 people. One was her mom. But here's where it gets interesting. Remember how I said Brooke was bad with money? Turns out she owed quite a bit in credit card debt. Like $18, quite a bit. Gloria had been making minimum payments for her. When Harold found out about the GoFundMe, he cut them both off. Completely. No more credit card payments, no more phone plan, no more car insurance. Brooke had to move back in with them and get a second job at Target. She lasted 3 days before quitting because working retail is beneath me. Then Tiffany, Brooke's sister, reached out to me privately. Derek, I'm sorry about all this. Brooke's lost it. She keeps saying you two are destined and the universe will bring you back together. That's concerning. It gets worse. She's been driving by your place. She knows your schedule. She's convinced you're dating someone because you posted a photo at a restaurant and there were 2 plates. The photo was me and Jake celebrating a work promotion. But okay. Thanks for the heads up. There's more. She applied for a loan to invest in crypto, because if Derek can do it, it must be easy. She got denied and blamed you for gatekeeping financial information. I installed a security camera the next day. Good thing too. Caught Brooke trying to stick something under my door at 3 a.m. It was a 10-page letter about our cosmic connection and how she'd consulted a psychic who said we were twin flames. The psychic cost $300, money she borrowed from Carly. Speaking of Carly, she called me from Brooke's phone. Derek, Brooke needs closure. She got closure when she ended things. No, real closure. She can't move on. That's not my problem. Wow, you really are cold. She was right about you. I thought she said I was her twin flame? That's what I thought. The call stopped for about a week. Then I got a LinkedIn message from Brooke's dad, Harold. Kid, thought you should know. Gloria and Brooke are planning something. Overheard them talking about your company's HR department. Be careful. Sure enough, 2 days later I got called into HR. Derek, we received a complaint about you harassing a former partner. My stomach dropped. What? A Miss Brooke submitted screenshots of texts she claims are from you. They showed me the texts, completely fabricated. Stuff like, you'll never find anyone better than me, and I own you, and other psycho crap I'd never write. These are fake. I haven't contacted Brooke since we broke up. Check the phone numbers. They did. The numbers didn't match mine. HR dismissed it immediately, but documented everything in case she escalated. She did. Next, she contacted 3 of my exes, found them through Facebook, told them I was dangerous and financially manipulative, and tried to get them to make complaints. All 3 contacted me immediately. My ex Rachel actually sent me screenshots of Brooke offering her $500 to share her story about me. Rachel's response, Derek's the most boring, stable guy I know. We broke up because he wanted to stay in and play board games every Friday. Try again. Thanks, I think. Final update. Bitcoin hit $51. Hey, I sold half my position, walked away with $23 in profit after taxes, kept the rest riding, used some of the profit to pay off my car, put the rest in boring index funds, like the boring, stable guy I am. Then the news broke. Brooke had started dating someone new, Roger, a 58-year-old divorced dentist she met at her temp job at a dental office. But here's the kicker. She told him she was 23, and that she was a social media consultant, taking a break from her exhausting career, and that she'd never been engaged before. Roger was smitten, started talking about marriage after 3 weeks. Brooke was posting about her mature king and how age is just a number when souls connect. Gloria was thrilled, posted constantly about how Brooke had found a real provider and someone who knows her worth. Then Roger's adult daughter found Brooke's old Instagram posts, all of them. The ones about me. The wedding planning. The whole timeline of crazy. She hired a private investigator, found out about the debt, the failed manipulation attempts, even the fake HR complaint. Roger dumped Brooke at Olive Garden. During the unlimited breadsticks, our mutual friend Amy was their server and heard everything. Brooke threw breadsticks at him. Got banned from Olive Garden. The breadstick incident became legendary in our friend group. Gloria called me one last time. I hope you're happy. You've ruined my daughter's life. Gloria, I haven't spoken to Brooke in months. How is this my fault? If you just married her, she'd have divorced me for half my assets. Harold told me the plan. Silence. She's destroyed her reputation, Derek. No one will date her. Maybe she should work on herself instead of trying to trap men into marriage. You put ideas in her head about money. I literally tried to have a reasonable $25 wedding. She's the one who demanded double. That Bitcoin money should have been your wedding. It was my money, from my savings, for a wedding she canceled. She hung up. Last I heard, Brooke's working at a call center, still living with her parents. Gloria and Harold are in marriage counseling. Tiffany won't speak to any of them. The CrossFit gym banned her for harassing Todd's new girlfriend. Roger is dating someone age-appropriate. Carly never got her $300 back. As for me, I'm good. Still holding some Bitcoin. Still boring and stable. Started dating Amber, a software engineer who thinks expensive weddings are stupid and wants to elope in Vegas, ironically. My mom sent Gloria a Christmas card with a photo of me looking happy. Petty? Yes. Do I care? No. To everyone saying I should have just given Brooke another chance. Why? She showed me who she really was. When someone tells you they value Instagram photos over your financial future, believe them. To those saying I'm the villain, I kept my own money and refused to be manipulated. If that makes me evil, I'll wear the badge proudly. And to Brooke, since I know you're still stalking my socials, Bitcoin's at 60K now. My remaining position is doing great. How's Roger? Oh wait. Edit, stop asking for Brooke's Instagram. Let's not go there. Edit 2. To the person who found the Olive Garden incident on TikTok and sent it to me, you're a legend. Roger really did duck when the breadsticks started flying. Edit 3. Harold reached out to apologize for everything. We actually grab beers sometimes now. He's a good dude stuck in a bad situation. He's secretly proud I didn't cave to their demands.